You know, you're going to watch ESPN and you're going to watch all these different channels over the next couple of days until I think Wednesday's game 3. And they're going to tell you how magnificent LeBron James is and how magnificent he played tonight. And they're going to say that guys like Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love and the associated cast are going to have to step up in order to beat this great Golden State Warrior team. Everybody else has to step up. When in reality, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'm not the only person to say this, and I'm certainly not the first person to say this. LeBron James does exactly what so many other people accuse Russell Westbrook and ultimately even James Harden of doing. Remember how you always hear Russell Westbrook during the regular season, and even James Harden when he was playing against Golden State, he got a little bit too, I have to admit. They would say, yeah, true, he got 30 points and 12 rebounds and 18 assists, but they don't mean anything. They're meaningless stats. They're empty stats. Remember that phrase? Empty stats, because they lost. They didn't mean anything. These numbers didn't mean anything. But for some reason, when LeBron James gets a triple-double in games that aren't close by a long shot, remember 2010 Game 7 Eastern Conference Finals Boston Celtics? What was it, like 27 points, 19 rebounds, and so many assists? Oh, but he got that. LeBron got this, and LeBron got that. Even though they lost by 20 points, again, even though they're down 2-0, even though he didn't show any sense of urgency, even though, unlike Michael Jordan, who would have went into offensive mode and he would have either have went down with his shield shooting 30 shots, or he would have brought back his team to victory some way, some form of fashion. LeBron James, to me, this is just proof as to why I find it absolutely ridiculous that anybody compare this man to Michael Jordan. It's a fucking insult to the legacy of Michael Jordan. To be honest with you, it's an insult to the legacies of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain, because he just gets to leapfrog those guys and go straight to Michael. When I see absolutely no reason to put him over a guy like Kareem. Kareem's resume still dwarfs that of LeBron's. And he's 2 games away. He's 2 losses away from having a finals record of 3-5. Which isn't that impressive, considering that he's supposedly by far the best player in the NBA the past decade. And has dominated the league for over a decade. But yet, when it comes to the league's highest stage, he's mediocre at times, or just average. Whereas all of the greats, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade even, they have been sensational at the highest stage. LeBron James, a couple of games he's had that were memorable. But for the most part, he's either average or, in the case of 2011, absolutely dreadful. Someone argued with me the other day that, I said that the only team that LeBron James really beat in the finals that I give him credit for is the Thunder, because at that time Kevin Durant was young, Russell Westbrook was still trying to, they were a very young team. But if these guys were together now, Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, they would be a super team. But anyway, Kevin Durant remembers that loss in the finals. And Kevin Durant, even though I don't like the concept of him going to this team. I didn't like it. I still think it's pussified. But he's playing like anything but a fucking pussy in the finals. Okay? Tristan Thompson is trash. Okay? Durant getting 16 boards. I told people that Cleveland's defense was horrible. Okay? Their defense was trash. They just looked good against the likes of an Indiana Pacers, a Toronto Raptors, and a Boston Celtic team without Isaiah Thomas. It looked good. Okay? But now they're playing against a surefire, all-time great team, and they look like they did during the regular season. Pretty good offensively. Absolutely horrific defensively. LeBron James, he's put up great numbers, okay, statistically, yeah. What was it? He tied Magic Johnson for the most triple-doubles in the finals. Okay, that's fine. That's good and dandy to look at when you have these longevity records. But let's be honest with you. Like I said, this guy's resume in the finals, LeBron James, is questionable. His offensive game is not as refined as that of a Michael Jordan. At times, it's even soporific. And they have to win Game 3. No doubt about it. They got to win Game 3. There's no, ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have to win the third game. Because if they go down 3-0, there's no miracles this time. And I guarantee you that one. They can't go down 3-0 against this Golden State Warriors team. And the X factor of this series is not a brain teaser. It's Kevin Durant. I said I thought Golden State won in 6. I still want to push that. But if they go down if Cleveland goes down 3-0, then it might be in 5. May even be a sweep. But I think I just want to say in conclusion, Golden State, I think, are just too good offensively this year. They're just too good. They had taken a hit with their bench. They had taken a hit defensively. I still don't think they're as good defensively as they were 2 years ago or last year. But they more than make up for that by the increase in offense by having an all-time great scorer like Kevin Durant, the guy who has, I think, the third highest scoring average in NBA history behind Jordan and Jordan and Elgin Baylor. I think only those two guys have higher career scoring averages. When you have that type of score on your team, that player who is a modern-day George Gervin, there's not much you can do, man. And also to LeBron fans, I don't want to hear no fucking excuses for this. Okay, if he loses, I don't want to hear about, Michael Jordan didn't play against a team this good. But they got Durant, they cheated. Shut the fuck up, okay? I don't have no fucking sympathy for you guys. Isaiah, I know you're going to make a video talking about, how LeBron James' legacy is still great. 8 finals. Who gives a shit, okay? I don't care how many times you've gone to the finals. If you have a losing record, if you're an all-time great, and really, to be honest with you, he easily should be 1 and 6 now. Easily he could be 1 and 6. If he loses this series, he goes to 3 and 5, and there's absolutely no excuses for this shit, man. None. Okay, I'm tired of the excuses for this man. He doesn't show a sense of urgency. He doesn't have. If you could compare him to Michael Jordan, then he needs to approach the game like Michael Jordan, be even more sensational. I'm tired of he had a triple-double in a blowout loss. Okay, you know who used to score a lot of points in blowout losses? You know who used to score a lot of points in losses? George Gervin. Okay? Adrian Dantley, when he was with Utah. Okay? They had magnificent numbers. Alex English sometimes. Some of these guys who are considered greats, but on the second tier, they will have excellent numbers and losing efforts. Okay, hey, LeBron James, this is it. You're going home to Cleveland, okay? You got to put this team on your back. You got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to fucking score, okay? You got to shoot the fucking basketball, okay? You have to make it your personal mission to neutralize Kevin Durant, because obviously you can't fucking check him. That's another thing. That's the other 800-pound elephant in the room. You can't fucking stop this man offensively. Well, defensively. You can't slow him down. Michael Jordan took on the challenge of guarding Clyde Drexler and more or less neutralized him in 92 finals. Michael Jordan would take on the challenge of guarding. Matter of fact, let me tell you guys a quick story. I remember back in 2003, the Wizards were playing the Los Angeles Lakers, right? Kobe Bryant was 24 years old and in his fucking prime. Kobe Bryant went off for 42 fucking points on 14 of 16 shooting against the Washington Wizards, right? Scored 42 fucking points. He had guys like Jerry Stackhouse and who was guarding him in that game, the first half? Jerry Stackhouse, Tyronn Lue, who's now the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, for primarily checking him, and he just absolutely obliterated them, right? Michael Jordan took on the assignment, a 39-year-old broken down Michael Jordan took on the assignment of guarding Kobe Bryant. And do you know what Kobe Bryant did in the second half of that fucking game? He scored 13 points on 1 of 13 shooting, mostly on foul shots. Now, granted, the game wasn't that close, but Michael Jordan, his personal pride, said, I can shut down this fucking guy, and he did that at 39 years old. So don't fucking compare this piece of shit in comparison to the great Michael Jordan. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I said. Don't compare this fucking man to fucking Jordan or Jabbar or Chamberlain. He doesn't belong in that fucking tier. And I'm getting to the point where I don't even give a fuck how many points this guy scored. I don't want to put this guy against fucking Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. If he stinks it up again, I'm taking his ass down a notch. Tired of excuses for this man.